I don't know what it is, but ever since Malta, droning has just felt different. Just having the drone again, it's just means so much more to me. So all of that droning was just because I wanted a cool intro, and I feel like, I don't know, droning always kind of elevates the video. I don't know, I mean, do you guys feel the same way? But today I want to give you guys some tips on how you can make the most out of your summer training, because we have such a long block of time, and how you can be in the best possible shape for cross country this fall. Okay, so the first tip that I have for you over the coming months in this summer is to build a base. And out of any of the tips I'm gonna give you, this is the most important. So this video is being published on May 13th, 2020, which gives you almost 4 months until your first cross country race. And over this time, you really wanna build a huge amount of mileage. Imagine your skill level in cross country as being a knife, and workouts are gonna sharpen that knife. But building the base is gonna make that knife bigger. You could go from just a puny butter knife to a 6-inch long butcher knife if you build a base. Summer's the time to have the highest mileage possible and get your legs used to getting beat down and overall strengthening through time. These are the months that you need to be running the most mileage possible. For me, I'm gonna be running 70 miles a week for the foreseeable future, at least until I have any reason to taper. And for you guys, this is the time to really push yourself and see how much mileage you can build. Every extra mile is gonna mean that much more in the middle of a 5K, and it's not until cross country that you'll see how much the mileage will pay off. So that's my #1 tip, and also, it just so happens, my first tip is to build that base. My second tip is to never let one day define you. Since you're gonna have a 3 to 4 month training period, it is super important to not get focused on one workout, one long run, one run in general. One run isn't gonna define your entire training period, and focusing just on one thing is gonna hamper your ability to improve. And this is gonna apply to good days as well as bad days. Obviously bad days, you don't wanna let those get to you, but also good days. If you have a great workout, don't let that define the rest of your summer. Sometimes you can be feeling super good, and then that will raise your expectations for the rest of your workouts. And that's not always a good thing. Sometimes you just need to chill and have a nice, easy workout with no expectations. Instead, focus on the months of training you have instead of just that one day. So my third tip, which I literally say in any running video I make, you gotta be consistent. Having that consistency is what really matters. Consistency. What it really comes down to is consistency, is to stay consistent. Because truly, this is everything in running. Like, this is literally everything. Stay consistent. Now, I'm not saying you need to run like straight 60 or 70 or 80 mile weeks, right? But I am saying that you need to be as consistent as possible. You don't want to run a 20 mile week, jump up to a 60, and then run a 30 the next week. You need to try to run consistently. You don't want to be varying it up too much. The only time you should be running something different is when you're building up to your peak mileage. Ideally, you don't want to try to take a week off randomly, take 2 weeks off, or just split your summer training in half, because that just won't benefit you in the long run. Stay consistent, even if it means not doing your peak. It's much better to run straight 40-mile weeks the entire summer than vary back and forth between 20 and 60 on and off. Okay, so next up, you want to really You want to really hit workouts that are designed for cross country. So usually coaches will have you run 400s for the mile, and there is literally no reason you should be running 400s in the next couple months. And yes, you should definitely be doing workouts in this time just to keep your fitness from track. The workouts that I find that really help to prepare for cross country are tempo runs and progressions. These are both long, hard effort that get you prepared to run a 5K or an 8K. A tempo pace is gonna be a pace that you can hold comfortably for a mile, but after a few starts to get really tiring really fast. And a progression is a run where you start off really slow and you keep pushing down the pace, so by the end you should be running faster than tempo pace. Any hard, long effort is gonna be ideal for cross country, but of course you should get some intervals in. I like mile, maybe K repeats to keep the leg speed up, but really there's no need to run anything much shorter than 800 for these type of workouts when you aren't training for something that you're gonna be running that fast for. My final advice for cross-country summer training is to switch things up. With such a long training period ahead of you, you are gonna have to do things different in order to stay motivated and to enjoy the sport. Now, this can be a lot of things. What I'd recommend is make sure you are almost always running with someone else. Having a teammate or a friend with you will just make it so much more enjoyable and honestly push you also to want to get better. And along with running with a bunch of different people, try to avoid running the same routes every day. This can get so repetitive and honestly just makes it that you don't want to get out the door in the morning. Instead, drive somewhere 20 minutes away and start your run in a park like this, or just honestly anywhere that isn't the streets of your house. Just by varying your runs a little bit, it will make you so much more engaged with the sport and make you really look forward to each new day. So that's gonna wrap it up for the video, guys. I really hope that these tips are gonna allow you to become a better runner over these 4 months. You really do not wanna waste these months because these are some of the most important months of the year for running. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like the video and of course subscribe so you don't miss any more running content in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'm doing 100-mile weeks right now, so anything less than that, and that is just a failure. Triple digits only.